Welcome, tribe. I just want to share some thoughts, I guess. And it boils down to your inner knowing. You know things already. It's just not necessarily the answers you want. There's something showing up right now that you are facing that doesn't look good, doesn't feel good, doesn't taste good. Something that is kind of shaking up the debris of a insecurity, a disbelief or a fear, something that you're holding on to. You have an attachment to it, whether it is just because you're comfortable or it's familiar. And it's being stirred up and it's coming up to the surface and it's making you feel a certain way. And if you subscribe to the everything happens for a reason, all in divine timing, and then recognizing how you plant seeds, generally in Christina's humble little world, things come about within 18 months of planting the seed. And then depending on the cycle that you're in, it could be months, weeks, years later, previously from the 18 months, right? And it could even be, instant, depending on the intention, the theme, whatever the case is. There's so many layers. But what I'm talking about is something that has been at the deep, dark, secret surface. We're talking about Scorpio full moon that is being illuminated, that is showing you an insecurity, a fear, a dilemma. Is it you not believing in yourself? Is it you giving away your power to other people? Is it you just strictly living off of someone else's resources, or someone's living off of your resources? There's so many different ways of being in this nice, thick, tarry experience we're in, because you can't simply just get out. You can't simply just turn your cheek and puppy dogs and kittens. No, this is here. This is now. This is, you're in it. And what is it showing? We may have this thought, this feeling, this expression, but we also have an attached desire outcome. And there might be different layers of how that outcome might be coming about. You can have one way thinking about it this way, and then the next way, but this, that, and another thing. If you keep going back and forth, my humble suggestion is to do what you normally do not do. Do the opposite. And that is incredibly uncomfortable. But nothing's going to change until you change how you show up, how you do things, how you honor yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you don't take care of yourself or honor yourself. You never miss an opportunity, because as we were talking about with cycles, there will be another cycle where it comes back to you. But it will be in a different form, in a different experience, with a different face or impression or feeling. But it will always come back to you. And this fear, insecurity thing that's keeping you in the tar has been going in and out of your psyche for a while now. We've been working with this timeline shift for years. Timeline shift started, in Christina's humble opinion, in 2012. That's when the Mayans stopped the Gregorian calendar. And then in 2016 is when I personally started seeing a shift in different dynamics. 2020, need I say more? 2024 to 2026 is the bridge year, the old to the new. So of course we're shedding our skin. Of course, we're coming out of a dark night of the soul, if you would, because we're starting our new timeline, our new life. That means that we need to release what no longer serves us, the old, outdated habits, thoughts, patterns that no longer honor our sovereignty. At one point it did. At one point it was there to teach us. Now is the time. Did you learn your lesson? Do you still need to continue learning something about it? Because you have an attachment to an outcome that you know is gonna work. But what about that deep, dark point of that knowing you knew for a long time? There's a very subjective way of me looking at it through other, forms of views. But when you're in it, that's a different story. You do take things a little bit more personal. You do feel a little bit more limited and restricted. But the beauty about all this is I like to remind people that you are extremely powerful and capable of so much more than what you probably allow yourself to believe in. So what is showing up for you? What is shifting? What is being uncomfortable? This is a beautiful time to grow, to evolve, to walk into your authentic self. And whatever we're talking about, this thing that's keeping you in the tar, it's not allowing you to be your authentic self. There are things that you're once again comfortable with, that you identify with, that may be to an extent authentic to you. But that tar is holding something down where you cannot fully express yourself. And what is that? Personally, I've always had this mentality of, I understand we only got one life in this form, and the choices we make today truly do affect us tomorrow. So where do I have control in this now moment to get to where I want to tomorrow? And that starts with how you focus your attention, how you think about things, how you view. Because what you're focusing on, whether it's dishes, kitchen, someone else's habits, you're giving valuable time and energy to something that is not filling up your cup. So for me, that's where it's like, redirect it. What do you want in that cup? And start playing with different ideas. And there's trial and errors. You got to figure out what you don't like in order for you to figure out what you do like. It's where it gets uncomfortable. Well, I didn't want to do that because I didn't like it. Okay, well, now you know not to do that. What else can you do that you don't know about? Change is hard, but it's inevitable. And bringing in astrology, we're dealing with a lot of fixed signs. Fixed, stubborn signs. We got Aquarius, where Pluto's at. We have the sun, where Taurus is at, or Taurus is where the sun's at. And then, of course, this full moon that's coming up is going to be Scorpio. So I hope that these different views has been some juicy nuggets to chew on. And I truly hope, pray, and send my full support to you for your bestest and highest, so you could walk your authentic life in your power, honoring you. Because at the end of the night, it's your head that's on that pillow with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. That is important to me, for you to be happy with that, because that's important for me as a person. At the end of the day, it's my head on that pillow. I have to do it for me, because if I don't do it for me, no one else is. So I really hope you do it for you too. But I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Be kind to yourself. This full moon we're building towards, and Pluto's stationing, so it's being a little bit more pronounced. Have a magical